I was visited last week. Here's how it went down. Be me, sitting at desk, watching UFO videos on YouTube. 2 hours in and it's 3 a.m, feel tingly, warm and lethargic. Can barely move muscles. Extremely tired out of nowhere despite waking up at 4 p.m. Seemingly blink and lose an hour of time. Assume I passed out. The following night I have a nightmare about A's. It's weird as fuck, because I can see myself in my chair at my desk. 3 slender Grays in black turtleneck suits seem to open a circular door from space itself. They seem to do something to me causing me to pass out. I'm levitated and return to my body. I don't know where they take me, but it's dark as fuck. Suddenly bright light and I'm on a cold metal table and surrounded by now 5 Grays. Feels like I'm on morphine and I can't help but smile and giggle a little. They stab me in the leg with something. I only giggle. Sudden bout of nausea. Roll off the table to their little feet. They were wearing black shoes. I stagger upward and lean against a window. I'm in a ship hovering over the ocean maybe 150 feet in the air. One of them maybe 4 feet tall guides me back to the table. I sit and ask a bunch of questions. They answer telepathically. I wake up before having the same dream every single night until today. Clarity of dream increases with each night as I remember more and more details. Notice different cuts and bruises when waking up every afternoon. Currently my stomach is bruised and I keep getting nosebleeds every morning. Random migraines throughout the night especially towards bedtime. One of the more interesting chats from my last dream, I ask the Grey Ailmau if they are evil and if there are goodies. It tells me that evil is a relative concept and that they are the only species to currently and regularly visit the Earth. I ask if others had in the past. Says that one other species had thousands of years ago. I ask why people say reptilians and Nordics exist. It says human beings are imaginative. Be me sophomore junior in HS. Smoke weed. Friends have some synthetic weed called space. Looks like hash to me. Friends say smoke a little. So I smoke a little bowl. Didn't feel anything. Smoke a bigger bowl. Nothing until a couple minutes later. My friend's bedroom started to change. Crazy like it was folding in itself. Best way to describe it was like a kaleidoscope. Then I feel extremely hot. Not burning hot, more like irritated and annoyed. Take off jacket, but still feel on fire. Start moving in weird positions to cool off. It keeps going for a couple of minutes. Go to friend's restroom and look at myself in the mirror. The feeling subsides and I'm so happy it went away. Overall, don't smoke synthetic weed. Be me. Not the nobody. Sad and lonely as always. Get knock on the door from ex-girlfriend. Hasn't seen me in years. She's crying and telling me a lot of things. Apparently she's sorry. Give her a chance. We make out and cuddle for what seems to be hours. She grabs my hand and drags me to the bathroom. Starts giving me the suck. Her teeth are grinding against my dick, but don't want to say anything to embarrass her. Start having sex with her later on. Pussy so tight it hurts. Stop midway and tell her I want to stop. We're laying in bed and she's crying again. Call her a whore and dump her for not being a virgin. Be me dreaming Wednesday morning. Grays are standing over some sort of energy grid inside the ship. It's a series of square panels with very light pastel colors, yellow, pink, and blue. The wall adjacent seems to open up in a way I never imagined previously. It was like tin foil, but instead of breaking it reacted like the skin of water. The feeling of morphine is present still. It is at all times in these dreams until the end, when I'm stabbed somewhere with something. I ask why they have mouths but never speak. It informs me that their mouths are for water and nutrition. I reply back that I heard one of them grunt slightly when I fell off the table previously. It looks to the others, turns around, and then faces me once again. It opens its mouth and says we send toke, but our voice bosses are weck. It continues telepathically, our species has evolved away from the necessity of speech or facial expressions, but we have rudimentary, if not precarious, voice boxes and facial muscles. Vestigial structures or evolutionary leftovers as they are also called. I ask how long they had been evolving for. It replies nearly the same age as our planet. I ask how accurate our sciences are. Do we have the planet's age right? 2 of them are behind me doing something to my back and hair, while this Greymau chats me up. Be me. CAE. My turn.gif. Homies getting crunk. Grab a bottle of champagne from a box in the hot garage. AE senses a threat, but also can read the room. They know my aura is clean. Jake Leg Johnny pops the top, and it comes like Vesuvius. Boys will be boys. CAE. One of the boys now. MFW. Be me. Go to sleep because it's late. Have dream. Dream is about scary shit. Dream me experiences scary shit and is scared. Dream me cries out to God, sleeping me in bed, not aware of anything, why he's doing this. God, sleeping me in bed, not aware of anything, doesn't respond. Sleeping me concludes that God is either evil or doesn't exist at all. Wake up. Heh, what a strange dream. Forget dream 5 minutes later. God is you, pretending to be not you, while still being you. God forgives when you know yourself to be forgiven. God heals when you know yourself to be healed. God creates peace when you are at peace. Alright X, this is the first time on your board since I'm obtard, so please don't disappoint. I don't even believe in the paranormal, and if I did I doubt what happened to me would be that, but I don't know WTF this is, and need an explanation. Be me. Live in one of the bigger towns in Upper Michigan. Insomnia, so will commonly just stroll around town at 3 a.m. when the place is completely dead, no homeless, no drunks, won't even see a car for an hour at a time, just me and my thoughts. Attached pic is the same building, and where I was standing where I saw it. I'm walking by when casually notice something on the roof on the building. It looks like Krampus. Obviously it must have been a big guy in a costume, but it didn't look like a person, and at first I thought it was a mannequin or something until the head moved to look down at me, and it just bolted away. Don't even see it for more than 15 seconds before it's gone. Hear rustling of the trees, so the guy must have jumped from the roof too. One in the back. Not even scared, just fucking confused, so I run to the back of building, but he's gone. I've seen Parker videos, so I know none of this is outside what a person can physically do, but why would anyone do this? It wasn't just a goat mask, it was a whole costume, and the guy must have been over 6.5 feet. I went back tonight and took the pic I included of the place, and Google Maps shows there is no way someone could have gotten on the roof from the inside. I still have no idea WTF that was about, and I'm hoping someone here can show me this is some weird TikTok trend, or even like a religious thing for Caribbean giants to dress up as a voodoo goat and climb up a rooftop, or any explanation you guys can give me, because it WTF else to think. I know many say it is BS, but sometimes some weird stuff happens, call it synchronicities or coincidences, but some of the affirmations or positive thinking work. Even projecting a thought, it somehow reboot to the material plane. I got a friend that watched a program that there is an app where you can tell affirmations and a GPS guides you to the lucky place. I know this is an obvious scam, but I wanted to help her find it. Do you guys know what app is this? Also, please comment your experiences with affirmations, positive thinking, etc. I am really curious on how far they work. My experience: be me, poor as fuck. Desires object badly for months. Constantly think of it. Go as far as even thinking to do bad stuff to get it. Oft won't because la good goy and karma believer. Coincidences happen. Find person and connect pretty nicely. He sells desired object practically gifted. The money to pay it is been gotten by another series of coincidences. This was one of the most WTF moments in my life. It's up again, I'm using another device. I'm gonna give more context about myself. Be me. Enjoy synths, arts and philosophy. Produce music. Have energy peaks out of nowhere sometimes. Like furry stuff, keeping it in secret. Have bad memory. Always sick or physically hurted in some way. Find people around me extremely bored. But you are very smart and you can solve it alone. I've been also feeling like everything except people is coming back to 2010 to 2015.